So if you want to update your FPV drones in Betaflight, this is how you do it. Just be aware that this is not something that you need to do, and it can make your drone fly worse if you do not plan on tuning it in the next version of Betaflight. So the first thing you want to do is want to connect the drone to your PC via the USB cable while on this website. If you can't find the USB device, you just click can't find my USB, and then you select and you connect, and you want to hit connect. Now, as you can see here, we need to check out the target and make sure that we note this down for later use. Also, we want to go under the ports tab and note which one of these is set and what they are set to. You might also have a GPS in here. Be sure to note down that as well. Next, we want to go into the configuration and note down what this is set as, just to make sure that when we update it, we can set it to what it was before. We'll also go over how to set it up if you do not have anything in here, but that will be later in the video. Then we want to check down on the receiver tab, make sure that we note down what we have in here. Under mode, we want to see what the arm and angle, if you have a beeper or flip over after crash, I use a pre-arm as well. And under the motor tab, you want to note if this drone is enabled with bidirectional D-shot, because we will be enabling that as well later on. You can also note down what direction the motors are running. Lastly, you can also take a look at the OSD to see what is set up as. Now you have all the things enabled, and then you want to go into the update firmware right up here. Once you have done that, you want to click the update firmware button, and in here you can just click detect, and hopefully it should find the target that you have. Right now this is what it finds, so this is working as well. If there's anything else you want, well, you can enable that. I am going to use the OSD digital and the D-shot motor protocol. Then I want to hit load firmware, and once that is done, then we click flash firmware. This is a backup, and that is quite handy to have. So if it asks you, be sure to save that. Just in case anything goes wrong, then you can just apply your old preset with your old configuration, and it should be returned to what it used to be. This does take a little bit of time. You don't want to unplug it or anything, just wait for it to be finished. Once that is done, then you can click up here and can find my USB device. Click and click connect again. Then you are inside Betaflight again, and as you can see, the accelerometer is not calibrated, so we want to calibrate the accelerometer. Then we're going to head into the ports tab here, and then under here you want to set it to what it was before, what we noted down. And if you are using a DJI system, I know you set this to a VATX MSP DisplayPort, just to make sure that it is working with our OSD. Then is that we want to go into our configuration tab, and then we want to check that it is set as before. But if we don't have it noted down, then you just want to go into setup and check if that drone is matching the movement. If it's not, then you got to go into the configuration. You can do the board alignment here. So if you, for instance, have the wrong pitch rotation, then you want to change this to, well, depending on how your board is set up in your drone, but you need to look that up. Once you've set that up, then we're gonna head into the receiver tab and make sure that things are as they were before from what you noted down. Now we go into the modes tab, and you want to set up this as it was before, so it works with your radio. If you want to make some changes, you can also do that. For me, I like to go in here and click at range. Some flight controllers do power up the receiver with the flight controller when you plug it into USB, some don't, but if you don't connect, then it's a bit more troublesome, and you might need to find a battery to plug into the drone to make the RX power up. This one luckily does, so all I gotta do is set it to auto and then move my arm button and drag this yellow up here, so that when I arm, then we can see that it goes into the arm. Of course, I also like to have angle mode. I use this for my tuning. Then I also want to make sure that I have the pre-arm. I put pre-arm on that button, and I have the flip after crash so that I can use turtle mode. And then I will also add my beeper so I can beep if my drone is missing somewhere or in a bush or somewhere where I can't find it. Then we're gonna hit save. Then we're gonna go into the motors tab and make sure that it is set up as before. So if you have bidirectional D-shot, you want to enable that. Hit agree, 300. And I like to reverse the motors as well. For the next part, we are going to need a battery, and then we're going to head into the motors tab. And once that is set up as you want to hit save. Then we go and plug the battery in. As you can hear, it starts up. And now we can reorder the motors. Then you want to see on your drone which is matching up to that, and you want to click. So in this case, the front left here is spinning. So we click the front left, back right, front right, back right. Yeah, click save. Then it's going to reboot. And now we're going into the motors tab again, and we click motor direction, we understand, we do the wizard, and we start. Then I just want to check that each motor is spinning correctly. And if they don't spin correctly, then if you can hear this, I'm going to click each of them, the one that's spinning the wrong way. So that and 4. And once that's done, I can just hit close, and that should be it. We now have configured the motors as well. That means we can unplug the battery again. Next, I want to go into the presets here, and I want to find the link I am using. I am using Express LRS 500 Hz, so I'm going to click that. And we're going to go into HD Freestyle, we go serial, because my RX is not integrated in the board. I use single cell, and I use an accelerometer of 2. I'm going to change that in a bit, but that's it. Then we hit save and reboot. Under receiver tab, we can also just check that it is working as it should. Lastly, I want to go into the pit tuning, and I want to set up my rates. Hit save. Now you have updated the drone, and it is on stock tune right now. There are so many ways to tune it, and there's a lot of guides out there. I do plan on making a updated guide for the Betaflight 4.5 soon, but I just need a little more time. Anyways, hope this helped you out, and as always, get out there and get flying. See you in the next video.